I'm going to say late 30s, 1938-ish sort of period, something like that. It's, I won't say recent, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
I'd have to talk to you the name of Johnson connecting as I'm talking now, as he starts working a little bit. And I don't know whether I'm picking him up or somebody else further up, but I'm aware of the different ages in this place of people wanting to connect and call through.
Right.
Because as I turn around now and look, if I wanted to look back into the room, I want to store like bullets or ammunition against the wall at this moment in time in here. Okay. But then as I do that, I'm also aware of, I'm struggling to hear my own voice. There would have been a lot of noise in this place at one time as well. So I'm aware that whatever took place would have been some sort of undercover operation, something something very private was done in here.
You ready to get to the next place?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, come on then, let's go. Right, have you ever investigated haunted woods before?
Never. This is a first, and I tell you, I'm getting scared already.
Are you really?
I am.
Well, that's a good sign for us, isn't it?
Well, when a medium gets scared.
Yeah, exactly. Why are you scared? Tell us.
I don't do the dark. That's my secret.
Right, okay. Well, that's not good to us,
But
is
it
it?
fascinates me, and I love this. I love it now that it's starting to pick up. I'm aware of the darkness closing in and this mist taking place that really does add to this haunted feel, which is wonderful round here, because I'm already aware of a few things that I want to start picking up on.
Right, well, come on then.
I want to say I'm aware of this presence of a young girl walking up and down somewhere here at the moment behind us. I get the name of Catherine connected with these woods somewhere. But it's this haunting feeling I get from this very much of as though whatever happened to her has kept her here.
What's she dressed in? What time period does she come from?
All I'm aware of as I'm looking at her energy at the moment and trying to pick up on her is that I want to put a dress on. There's no overcoat, there's no warm clothes. It literally is a summer sort of clothing that she's wearing at the moment. And I want to say some sort of like pinafore, something like that fits at the moment.
When would she have died?
I want to say the 1950s, 60s sort of period.
So really recent.
I'm talking around, yeah.
Are we talking a natural death here, or are we talking a murder?
I don't want to say murder, but I don't feel as though it was a natural death. As though there was something else involved with it. So it wasn't a suicide that I'm picking up on with her, but there was something involved with the death, is what I'm aware of.
I'm trying to think what it wouldn't be if it was murder.
Yeah.
Very strange.
So I know that there was another party. I know that there's something else involved with it.
Almost an accidental death, maybe?
I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I don't know what feeling I'm picking up from her at the moment as she's talking to me. Yeah.
Let's walk a little bit further on. And so you've got this little girl. Did you say her name was Catherine?
I've got the name of Catherine connected somewhere around her. Yeah.
Okay.
The name of Catherine connected somewhere.
What else are you seeing or sensing in these woods?
Well, I'm aware again, I know when we was in the bunker I was picking up ammunition, and again I've got factory noise, a lot of noise, as though I want to start shouting to you because you won't hear me.
Oh, right, okay.
And I'm also aware that as though there would have been another entrance in and out of whatever was here at some point, because I want to come from the water and come up to this point, okay?
Yeah.
As though there would have been, I don't know, a ship there or something getting ready to take something away and also bring something at the same time.
Right, okay.
Okay. I can't get over this haunting feeling what I'm getting. It's this blackness that I pick up, and it's... The only way I can say it is it's like a black animal. It's
A
like
black animal? Well, that doesn't sound very nice to me. I think we should move on to the next place. Oh, God. A black animal?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I'll tell you where it was stood.
It was stood?
It was stood next to this tree here.
A black animal stood next to a tree?
Like a bear or like a four-legged creature?
No, it was on its hind legs.
What?
It's on its hind legs somewhere here, and I can't remember where we were stood up there, but it was against one of these trees.
But a bear-type creature,
It's a big,
as opposed to like a panther or a
no,
dog?
it's on, I want to say on hind legs, or it's on two legs.
Are you talking
not
about
on
an
four
energy? Are you
legs.
talking about a proper animal?
Come on. It's an energy of whatever was there. It's an energy of whatever's following us around this place.
Okay,
Is
so
what I'm aware
it's
of
going to be
here.
following us tonight then?
Yeah.
Great, let's move on, come on. Ooh, that doesn't make me feel happy.
Don't make me feel happy when I saw it.
Right, well, I have never investigated a beach, have you?
No, I'm very spooked by this.
Are you really? How are you feeling?
I'm fine, but yeah, it's a first for me as well, investigating a beach. Very unusual.
Very, very exciting. You're spooked. Why are you spooked?
Because it's very calming, and yet I want to be very mischievous all of a sudden with it. It's as though I'm aware of... I don't know how to say this. I suppose the only way to say it is like, I want to say smugglers coming to collect things.
Right, okay.
Is what I'm picking up on instantly. But it's a lovely feeling, and it's a very, as I said earlier, very calming effect what you get here. And probably with the water and everything. And I'm aware that I'm picking up different things and different levels of energy at the same time.
Yeah.
And that's probably to do with the sort of like the age gap that we're picking up on here at the moment. But for some reason I want to talk to you about like a medieval coin. Somebody's putting a medieval coin in my hand as I'm talking to you, as though it would have been found on the beach, something like this, as though there was a shipwreck with some sort of treasure off there,
okay,
or something connected with, I won't say stolen treasure because that's what's being put into my mind at the moment. Stolen treasure.
Okay.
Stolen treasure.
Medieval coins.
Yeah, I'm going back with this, so I know I'm going back into the medievalish period. But then as I do that, I want to come all the way, up to date near enough again and start talking about this ammunition issue again, because that's coming in very, very strong. And I'm aware that I've got the noise of horses travelling up and down the beach for some reason, the footsteps coming into action at the moment. I don't feel afraid here. I think it's just fascinating the age that I'm picking up, because I'm picking up so many different ages, and I think it'd be nice later on when we do a vigil to see if we can home in on a specific area.
Many people have seen things on this particular beach. I want you to see if you can tell me things that would have been seen here.
See, I'm aware of a presence of a gentleman, as though he's walking up that way, up to the other end of the beach.
Yeah.
So I'm aware of this gentleman at the moment. He's wearing a full uniform, as he makes me aware of, and he also had the belt round his waist with the bullets in.
So what time period? First World War, Second World War?
I'm going to say the First World War, as I'm trying to connect. Surname-wise, for some reason I'm either getting William or Williams, and I don't know whether that's the Christian or the surname, what I'm picking up at the moment, but I'm getting the name of William or Williams connected. But I know it's a gentleman from the First World War. He's got the tin hat on as he's talking to me. It's not a cap as such, okay? He's putting something over my shoulder as though I was carrying something, and I want to say like rope or something, but it's like a big sort of reel of rope.
How did he die, do you know?
Something to do with connected with the water. Possibly drowning, but something to do with either being dragged underneath or something to do with his ship being sank.
Right, okay. Right, Leslie, I'm very keen to know about the information that Barry came up with in the forest and of course here.
And with regard to the beast, the creature, I'm very interested in that, because there were wrecks here, a considerable number of them on this coast, and it wasn't uncommon for these ships to carry exotic beasts. Dancing bears were particularly popular. Now, if some of this cargo came in and amongst it was a bear or something like that, it might well head off that way, and that wasn't going to be interfered with by the locals. They wouldn't try and harness it. So it might be something as interesting as that, but not evidence of it.
Okay.
Now, according to the records I've got, and I've looked quite extensively at this, we're getting 15th and 16th century coins. And for those, just to remind people, 15th century, of course, means people from the 1400s, which is a definitely medieval period. So it might well have those coming in. We've got wrecks, it said, in the First World War as well. This man may well have been salvaging with rope, getting things in, bobbing about in cases. Quite a lot of secret work went on here, training people, and also again went to armaments again. Delivery to this area might have been related to what goes on in the bunkers.
Brilliant. Let's move on. Kate?
The team are very excited with the discovery of the coins, which Leslie confirms are medieval in origin. Barry John's sensing of a beast gives us an unwelcome feeling of dread, but still we decide it's time to switch to night vision and continue our search for the supernatural in the dark.
See more lights over there.
Ah! Calm down!
Hey! Whoa!
What's that? Hello?
Always the first to break off from the main group, Carl and Stuart volunteer to hold a vigil in one of the spooky bunkers, sunk in the windswept dunes close to the beach. Meanwhile, Leslie and Kath hold vigil with me at our makeshift campsite in the woods.
Does anyone here please show yourself? It's supposed to be a ghost of a workman scene.
Seriously?
Yeah, there's a lot of poltergeist activity in here as well. They think it's him. It's all
Right,
working
well,
on
I didn't
machine.
know that, so that actually gives it another angle now, doesn't it?
Does a bit, doesn't it?
There's an alleyway down the bottom here.
There is. Here we go. Just shine your torch down there so we can just see. Were these used in the war? Is that what
Second World War, I think, that
Right.
they used to put explosives on